Hello and welcome back. So in this episode, we're going to go ahead and get started on building our own board game. So just a quick reminder, in the last episode, we learned how to log in and how to use the Buncee editor. Now we're actually going to start building out the game and designing elements of it. So the first part in any board game is going to be to create a background because it helps make the game more exciting and even more appealing. So let's go ahead and add a background to our game. The way that we can do this here in Buncee is that if we look to the center of the screen, there is a button. It says click here to change background. It's right in the center. Go ahead and click on that. This is going to load up a menu and we can choose a cool background. So in this search bar, we can type in different keywords to look for different backgrounds. In our case, we're looking for board game background. So we're just going to type in board game. Here, it's going to pull up different options. I'm going to go with this one because I really like the style of it and I think it's going to really fit my game. Remember, when you're picking a background, it should be clear and easy to follow. So now it's time to add our background to the canvas. We're going to click and select it. Then it's going to ask us a question. Do we want to put this to all pages or only to this page? We're going to select the option to only add it to this page because in the future, if we create multiple pages, we don't want this page or this background to repeat. Now that we have added this to the canvas, we can start adding items. So now it's time to select your player token. This can be anything from a red dot to a character. Pick wisely and just add one for now and put it off to the side. So now that we have added the player icon, we need a start. So we're going to create a text box. Then we're going to put it to the starting block, which in case is down here. And then we're going to type in start. Then make sure you change the font, and if you need to change the font color, then go ahead and do that. Just make sure it's clear and readable. So now that we have added our first box, which is the starting square, it's time to add blocks and challenges for our players. Now, this part is really up to you. Make sure that when you create this game, you make it easy, but also you make it a little bit challenging. Don't make your game impossible. Make sure that you add some fun elements. For example, if you want, you could create a block that tells them to go back a step. Or you could create a block that tells them to go all the way back to the beginning. Or maybe if you want to reward the player for a good throw or a lucky dice roll, then you could maybe say, hey, move 5 steps forward or move 3 steps forward. And these small little challenges or small little blocks can completely change the playing experience and just make it a lot more fun and exciting. So remember, keep it challenging, but not impossible. The reason why we play games at the end of the day is because we just want to have fun. So, I wish you good luck. Start creating your game, and in the next video, we're going to look back and see if there's any changes or corrections that we need to make before we start adding in a dice and other elements. I will see you in the next episode.